Hello everyone, we are officially 1 week away from the expansion 7.0 launching in Star Wars The Old Republic. We still don't have every single piece of information about the expansion we could ever want. However, we are starting to be able to make some very solid guesses about what you should do in terms of your gear, tech fragments, and boxes full of gear if you wanted to prepare. A player named Xamxam, who runs the website mmobits.com, has been giving her advice about what you should do with these various bits and pieces of gear and whether you should save them or take them into the expansion or get rid of them now. I put together the best that I can a list of my suggestions and her suggestions so you can decide what you want to do with those leftover pieces of gear, how you want to handle your tech fragments, and what you want to do with those things like renown boxes and conquest boxes that you've been sitting around in your inventory. So number 1, and this is the one that we know 100% for sure. If you have any renowned boxes, and those look like these purple boxes that have a purple border, a blue background, and a gray box, renown cache. If you have any of those, open them immediately, or rather open them before the expansion, because the whole renown system is going away. So you're going to want to open them and claim anything you have before the expansion hits. Otherwise, when you open them on the test server right now, nothing happens. There's literally nothing in them. So second, if you can, max out your tech fragments to 11,000. For example, you're playing quite a lot, you're doing operations, you're doing lots of flashpoints, whatever it is you're up to. If you can, max them out to 11,000 before the expansion. You will need tech fragments in the expansion. It seems they may be harder to get then, but this is not finalized. This is just what we're seeing on the test server. However, we do know you will need them to upgrade what's known as your legendary implant, and that's kind of going to be like your set bonus in the expansion. So yes, you will need tech fragments, so if you have time, try and get 11,000 before the expansion. However, if you don't have many tech fragments and you personally do not earn them very fast, do deconstruct any leftover gear. So that's any gear your character's not wearing, and using the deconstruct key on your inventory, do deconstruct them before the expansion happens, as you will get tech fragments from that, and you'll get lots of nice inventory space back. And that same thing goes if you don't plan on having 11,000 going into the expansion. Do also open any of these random boxes that you have, pretty much anything that has level 75 gear in it right now. Open it up and deconstruct it so you can get some tech fragments, so you have them going into the expansion. You can have a little bit of a head start. However, if you do plan on already having 11,000 tech fragments all maxed out, you're going to want to save any leftover pieces of gear you have and save any boxes that you have. This does not include the renown caches. Just open those suckers up regardless before the expansion hits. However, any leftover pieces of gear, any like conquest crates you have, operations crates, flashpoints crates, whatever you got, PvP crates, keep those into the expansion because they will give you a small boost. As far as we can tell, on the test server, when you deconstruct pieces of armor, they still give tech fragments, and I think it seems kind of hard to tell because the test server is actually down now, but they seem to give about the same amount of tech fragments. This may change in the live version. And these boxes, when you open them, instead of giving you gear, they actually gave you tech fragments, like straight in the box. I'm kind of wondering, I wonder if you should open these, but save the gear that's in them. One way or the other, you want to save these and not deconstruct them, not get rid of them early, because you'll be full up on tech fragments if you already have 11,000. Like I said, we don't have all the info, and we don't know what exactly is going to change in the live version. So make your best guess. However, I will say, if you have a different goal, like achievements or credits, I'd say maybe open them on live, since the values in the expansion are so low that you get, like opening this box would only give you like 5 tech fragments. But every little bit helps, is what Xamxam's thinking is. Every little advantage you can get in the expansion is worth saving. So number 5. For this week, the week right before the expansion, starting on Tuesday, if you want to get ahead, you're going to want to earn 100,000 conquest points instead of 50,000. This is because in the expansion, the personal goal is going to be up to 100,000. So although you may have already gotten your personal goal here, you won't get like your guild reward at the end of the week unless you are at 100,000. So if you're in a guild doing guild conquests, shoot for 100,000 the week before the expansion starting on Tuesday. Number 6, people keep asking me, will tacticals still work in the expansion? The answer is very complicated. Yes, no, maybe, depends on the tactical, could change in the future. But for now, assume that yes, they still work. So definitely hold on to any tacticals that you have until we can see exactly which ones are useful and which ones are not going to be useful after the expansion hits. Will your set bonus work? Ha! That one we do have the answer to, and the answer is no. Your set bonus that you have earned for your level 75 character will no longer function. I believe it's either going to be when you hit level 76 or when you hit 80. You can still keep that gear equipped. The set bonus just will no longer apply, as we're getting something called legendary implants, which will have essentially your new set bonus on it. Lastly, number 8, I've seen players asking, should you deconstruct the gear you are currently wearing on your character? Like, not leftover gear, the one that is equipped to them. Personally, I don't recommend it. You probably would appreciate not going into the expansion naked. People are also saying that 306 current gear may be better stats-wise compared to early expansion gear at a higher item rating due to the better optimization of the stats. And number 9, augments. So augments are going to be very interesting in the expansion as they are one of the few things that are going to be sticking around. So if you... What kind of augment do I got here? Oh boy. Don't look at my augments. They're weird. So if you have the newest blue, purple, or gold augments, those will actually still be useful to you, at least for some time into the expansion. Since you're going to be switching out your gear, you probably will need new augment kits. I don't know exactly when you'll decide to put those in, but whenever you do, make sure to save your old augments from your old gear, and you can use them into the expansion. Even a really inexpensive set of blue augments is way better than no augments at all if you can afford it. That's pretty much everything I know about saving tech fragments and boxes and stuff going into the expansion. I'm sorry I don't have 110% advice to give you, but that should get you started. So long and short, if you're going to have 11,000 going into the expansion, save gear, save boxes. And if you're not going to have 11,000 going into the expansion, open them up, clear out that inventory, and get as close as you can to 11k. And lastly, renown crates, renown caches, open those before the expansion. If you want to have more content about Star Wars The Old Republic or the expansion, please subscribe to this channel. And if you want to support all of this huge Star Wars The Old Republic fan coverage project, visit Swtorista.com/support. I'll see you guys as we head into 7.0. See you later.